including yours.
We are one race, and that's the human race. And the only color President Trump sees is green.
Ching-ching.
And he wants you to have some of it. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. So get over it. Stop crying like a baby and a little bitch. You mad, that come off. That is him trying to tell you that took the ball. He's a baller, a shot caller. I hope he builds that damn wall till he taller. Build that wall, build it tall, protect us all before this country falls. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Now you can go around acting like that Trump. Take a look in the mirror. You just got strong. So you tell your fans to draw a line in the sand to make the truth between you and him like you the man. So let me tell you something that you really need to know. A lot of your fans vote for Trump, so maybe you need to go. So tell the NFL they should stand up and still a kneeling on the flag trying to pull a stop. And they can take a knee and kneel during halftime, but don't do it on our watch time or our time. It's sad that you had to use racism to make a connect, but with our rhyme, we're just keeping you in check.
Ooh, y'all.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president.
And your diamond. Part 2.
Now we don't care if you black, white, or pinstripe. If you are a Republican or Democrat. If you are a liberal or conservative. If you are gay or straight. If you are an American citizen. In case you don't know. In case you forgot. In case you suffering from amnesia. Guess what? Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. So take a look around and what do you see? The same old bullshit staring back at you and me.
The Senate, the Congress, the Democrat side, some in the Republican camp, it's all the same guy.
To all the haters, the race baiters, the agitators, and the demonstrators.
Even the ones that want to leave cause they're really whack. Pack your coat, pack your hat, don't you come back.
And when the president decided to drain the swamp, to benefit people even if you're in a dump.
Lower taxes, more money, jobs from overseas, immigration enforcement, no more freebies. Believe that and don't forget it.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's a baller, baby. He's your president. He's your president. And he's gonna win again. He's your president. He's your president. It's about time that you melted down snowflakes. Take a seat, listen up, sip it up with some taste. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president.
Because Trump is the man with the master plan, and all he wants to do is make America great again.
He's your president.
Yes, and yes, y'all. Trump's your president. Oh, yes, he is, you all. I love President Trump. I love that man, you all. He's doing what he needs to do for the will of the people and for the country. Trump is your president. So I want you to go to Trump's your president. Trump's yo, Y-O. Yes, yes, yes. We kept it ghetto. Okay, yo, Trump's yo president.com. Yep. Download the song, use it as a ringtone, add it to your playlist so you can get your boogie on. All right, all right. Yep. Y'all in there? You vacuuming the floor, you get Trump's yo president with the vacuum cleaner. Yes, baby. Be happy about it. Okay. All right, all right. Trump's yo president.com. Okay, welcome to the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live Show. I'm your host, Silk, and you're my co-host, my Diamond Dream Team. And as Diamond would always say, it takes a team to build a dream. So I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Be sure to like and share this broadcast and this podcast. Share it everywhere and let them know that Silk is on the air. Yes, baby, I'm on the air. I'm on the air because tonight we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Yeah, we got to talk about these chemtrails. We got to talk about the cloud seeding. Yeah, we got to talk about all of that stuff. We got to talk about the Russia host and how they try to frame President Trump. Yep. And we got to talk about these liberal groups that's been defunded. We got to talk about it, okay? So share it everywhere, you all, okay? So people can get educated. That's right. All right. Don't forget to download the Vocal app and the LindellTV app. It's two different apps and it's absolutely free. Download these apps so you can stay connected, updated, and informed. Okay. All right. Now, shout out to my chat lines. Everybody that's on the chat, I want you to let me know where you're watching the show from. Okay. All right. Do not post your full address because I can't come to your house. So don't post your full address. All I need is your city or your state. All right? Just your state would do for me, okay? Because some of these cities I can't even have pronounced. All right? They got all these cities. I'm like, honey, just give me the doggone state and I'll be just fine. All right? So let's see who's in the house. Who's in the house with Silk tonight? See, we got New York is in the house. We got Atlanta in the house. Colorado. It used to be California. California is in the house too. But I see Colorado is in the house. Arizona is in the house. Germantown, Wisconsin is in the house. Illinois is in the house. California, yes, communists, yes, straight up communists down there in California. See, the blue sanctuary state of Boston, Massachusetts. Y'all writing sentences. Yes. Who is that? Michigan is in the house. Who is this here? Boston. Hey, Boston is in the house. Yeah, that makes me think about them Boston baked beans. Y'all remember them Boston baked beans? Yeah. Rockaway Beach, New York is in the house. Who else? Ohio is in the house. Chicago is in the house. Rockford is in the house. Yes, Virginia is in the house. Who else is in the house? Come on, let me know. Come on, get on down there. Who else? Alabama is in the house. Who is that over there? North Carolina is in the house. Hey, sweetie. Thank you so much. Yeah, yum. You remember them Boston baked beans? Yeah, they were delicious. Virginia is in the house. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, Lord, we got Pennsylvania in the house. Yeah, I see you, Pennsylvania, Michigan. Yes, St. Petersburg, Russia is in the house. All right. Okay, sweetheart. Welcome to the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live Show, you all. So I'm glad y'all are all in the house so y'all can hear what Silk has to say. Now, shout out to LindellTV, RSBN Network, Blast News Network, and Diamond and Silk Network. Yep, everybody that streamed the Diamond Silk Chit Chat Live Show on your platform, shout out to you all. Now listen, the show is sponsored by MyPillow.com. That's MyPillow.com. You can get the MyPillow 2.0, the My Mattress Topper 2.0, the sheets, the slippers, the towels, and the loungewear right there at MyPillow.com. Now listen, these MyPillow 2.0s, let me just tell y'all about it. I know I have talked about it before, and I'm going to have to talk about it again because they are so amazing. It has a cooling technology. All right, a cooling technology. So for my real chicks out there, yeah, the real women's with vajayjays, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, my real chicks, that's legit. I'm talking to you right now. You know, sometimes you have those hot flashes. Yeah, the hot flashes. Yeah. So you could take, honey, this pillow got the cooling technology. You could just turn that bad boy right on over and still stay cool at night when you're sleeping. I absolutely love it. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm not talking to my chicks, those chicks with the sidekicks or the kickstands. Yeah, don't want to be chicks. Yeah, I ain't talking to you all. The only thing I can tell you to do is to shave your shadow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But to my real chicks, that's legit. You know where silk is coming from. Get you a My Pillow 2.0 and listen, when you go to mypillow.com, use promo code Diamond or promo code Trump1. All right? All right. Now, don't forget about my coffee at mystore.com. I always say that the best part to waking up is not being woke, but being awake with my coffee. So don't be hasty. Go on over there and get you something tasty right there at mystore.com and use promo code Diamond or promo code Trump1 because Trump did win. Okay. The show is also sponsored by patchstat.com. These are the LifeWave patches. It's a patented technology. All right. It's a technology. It ain't no drug. It ain't no medication. Ain't no medicine. All right. No plugs is needed. No socket is needed. No machinery is needed. You don't have to walk around here with a machine on your back looking for a socket to plug up the machine. You ain't got to worry about that. This ain't nothing but a patch. All right. It's photo light therapy. Now keep in mind that the only cure for healing the body is the body itself. So give the body what it needs, and keep in mind that these patches are money back guaranteed. All right, patchthat.com. And you can also put these patches on your animals as well. You know, a lot of these animals that get arthritis and all of that stuff, bam, patch them up. Okay. The show is also sponsored by diamondandsilkstore.com, where you can get the Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia. Yes. Boom. You can get the Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia, you all. Yep. I'm giving it to you for $10, celebrating 10-year anniversary of Diamond and Silk. Now you got to pay for shipping and handling, but I'm going to give it to you for $10. I'm going to sell it for 10. Okay. All right. While you're there at, wait, the trampoline pins. Boom, boom, boom. Don't forget to get the trampoline pins. I got plenty of those. And the Diamond and Silk signature pins. Yep. I'm dealing with the blue one tonight because I got my little blue on. Okay. All right. With the other colors, of course, in there. All right. Or I could have matched this here with this red because it got a little burgundy. And y'all see it up in there? That's called color coordination. Okay. All right. While you're there at diamondandsilkstore.com, be sure to click on a button that says Dr. Artist. Yep. I want you to purchase the Biodefense, the Foreign Protein, and the EDTA. Okay. Purchase it. Yep. Those are my 3 go-to. Now you can purchase whatever else you want to at Dr. Artist's website. But for me and my house, we got the Biodefense, the Foreign Protein, and the EDTA. Be sure to get the empty capsules, okay, because this stuff is potent. It's very, very potent. It's very strong. All right. All right. Now, I wonder, the first time I put it in some water and I sucked that thing down, I was like, woo, ooh, it tastes so nasty. Jeez. So he got the capsules there. He got the empty capsules there so you can put the liquid inside of the capsules and it's easier to swallow. Also, while you're there, I want you to click on the button that says Dr. Stella. Yes, click on the button. Yep. That says Dr. Stella. And I want you to make sure you get your ivermectin and your hydroxychloroquine right there, Dr. Stella. Okay. All right. If they ask for a promo code, you can use the promo code Diamond. All right. All right. Is what I want you all to do. If you would like to be an affiliate of Dr. Stella, what you can do is there's a button there that says Dr. Stella affiliate program. Click on it and join. All right. All right. So when you make a referral to somebody, you can use your link to make that referral. And then guess what? You get a kickback. Hell, everybody else getting a kickback and a patty whack around here. Why can't you? Okay. All right. And you're going to do it legitimately. Okay. Special thank you to all of the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live monthly contributors. I truly do appreciate it. I appreciate you so very, very much. If you would like to make a one-time contribution or become a monthly contributor, you can go to supportdiamondandsilk.com. Supportdiamondandsilk.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, send them to diamondandsilk@gmail.com. All right. All right. Now let's go ahead on, you all, and get on into this. Florida, I see you creeping in, Florida. I see you creeping in Pleasant Garden, North Carolina. I see you all creeping right on in. Yeah, y'all made it onto the show. Okay. Now I want to first talk about this cloud seeding, this all of these chemtrails and different things that's going on in the sky. In the sky. Yeah. We've been called conspiracy theorists for a very, very long time, but it looked like the chickens has come home to roost. Yes. And the truth is being exposed, okay? Now, according to sources, 9 U.S. states are using cloud seeding to modify the weather right now. We have Texas, we have Utah, California, Nevada, Colorado, Idaho, North Dakota, Wyoming, and New Mexico. Now, I don't see North Carolina on that list, so the stuff must be spreading from one town to the next or from one state to the next, because something is wrong with the doggone clouds here in North Carolina too. All right, with the sky. All right, it's called cloud seeding, and thousands of hours are being logged every year. Okay, Texas, according to the sources, Texas covers 30 million acres with weather modification. California lets utility companies steer storms while towns flood and burn. You know, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They just been scamming us for our money, y'all. Utah sees skies every winter without public input, you all. There's been no public vote. Yeah, y'all seen any of this on the voter thing, on the voter page? You know, when you go to vote and you want to vote to have them to poison the sky. Have you seen that? Where you can say yay or nay to it? No, none of that. No national debate. Yeah, just quiet control is all this have been, you all. And that they can't keep it quiet no more, though. They can't keep it quiet no more because people's eyes have come open. Yeah. People ain't just walking around here just looking. They looking up and they seeing some stuff that don't look right. All right. So breaking news, you all. President Trump's EPA administrator, Lee Zeldin, announces that the EPA will now compile and release everything they know about geoengineering and chemtrails. All right. So I have a video that I want my producer to play with Lee Zeldin. Please play clip 1.
Concerned Americans have urgent and important questions about geoengineering and contrails. The American public deserves and expects honesty and transparency from their government when seeking answers. But for years, people who asked questions in good faith were dismissed, even vilified by the media and their own government. That era is over. The Trump EPA is committed to total transparency. As a result, I tasked my team at EPA to compile a list of everything we know about contrails and geoengineering for the purpose of releasing it to you now publicly. In other words, I want you to know everything I know about these topics and without any exception. Instead of simply dismissing these questions and concerns as baseless conspiracies, we're meeting them head on. We did the legwork, looked at the science, consulted agency experts, and pulled in relevant outside information to put these online resources together. Everything we know about contrails to solar geoengineering will be in there. That means anyone who reads through this information will know as much about these topics as I do as EPA administrator. To anyone who's ever looked up to the streaks in the sky and asked, what the heck is going on? Or seen headlines about private actors and even governments looking to blot out the sun in the name of stopping global warming? We've endeavored to answer all of your questions at the links on your screen. In fact, EPA shares many of the same concerns when it comes to potential threats to human health and the environment, especially from solar geoengineering activities. The enthusiasm for experiments that would pump pollutants into the high atmosphere has set off alarm bells here at the Trump EPA. Prior to now, EPA has never been this proactive to raise awareness about concerns with geoengineering and to stop this activity from being scaled up. This is what it looks like when government actually listens to the will of the people and doesn't try to squash it. You can always trust this administration and this EPA to take your concerns seriously, answer your questions honestly, and carry out the will of voters with integrity.
Now you all, this is what transparency look like. Now I listened closely, and he called this contrail versus chemtrail. So maybe he knows something else I don't know. Maybe they got something else, another word. Hell, I don't know. But all I know, instead of saying what the heck, I've been saying what the hell. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell is that? You know, it just looks ridiculous. It surely do, you know. So please release all. Release it all so that we won't have to speculate and be worried about what we breathing from the air. You know, I got my little chickens and my rooster and everything out there in the yard and so forth. And I don't need my babies. I don't need my little babies breathing in poison. I don't need that. So when they create and make their eggs for me to eat, I don't need to be eating no poison. Okay? When I walk outside to go and feed them some breadcrumbs or what have you, okay? I don't need to be inhaling whatever is in the air. So please let us all know, okay? All right? Why are the clouds hanging so low? Y'all notice that those clouds just hang so doggone low? Huh? Yeah. Or why the rain look white instead of clear? Yeah. Or why do the snow smells? It has a peculiar smell to it when it snows. You know, it's just like something's just not right. All right. And so instead of calling us conspiracy theorists, yes, be transparent with us all. That's what I say. Continue to be transparent with us all. Also, Zeldin, I'm going to need for you to reveal to the American people how much American taxpayers' money, dollar bills, are being used to fund this particular project. How much have already been used? Yeah. Then I'm going to need for the Trump administration to turn around and prosecute the people who allocated the tax dollars to poisoning the skies. Yeah, because that's all you're doing. You're trying to play Mother Nature and play with Mother Nature. Yeah, and all of this different stuff, modifying the weather for what? Yeah. Now I understand that, you know, in some cases they did this, and let me back up and make sure y'all understand this, because this wasn't done for nefarious purpose at the beginning. This was for a lot of the different farmland that didn't get a lot of rain. All right. So instead of running around there doing the rain dance or the Rain Man dance, okay, they created a way so that they can do whatever they needed to do for the sky so that it could rain. But as usual, the evils that be have put their little fingers up in there and figured out a way to do some nefarious junk, some very, very nefarious things. That's what has gone on, you all. I can say in my own humble opinion, but you know, that's what I've seen. I'm telling you what I've seen. Okay? They can take something and it could be used for good. We can create this here for good. Just look at what they did with ivermectin. It's created for good. Won a Nobel Peace Prize. It won something, you all, because it was just so incredible. And look how they took and try to make it look like it was not good. It was used for horses. It was used for animals. It was used for humans. But then when they came down and they did that man-made engineered bioweapon called COVID, all of a sudden, no, ivermectin's no good. Oh, no, it's for horses. It's for the horses. Yeah. They take something good and they try to figure out a way how to kill all of us. That's how I see it. All right. I got another video concerning this cloud seeding stuff that I want you all to see. So, producer, please play clip 2.
Lasers? Really? To change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts.
Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right.
Yeah.
Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo jumbo. We're actually using trillion-watt lasers now. And in the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the beam. Firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
Yeah, so what is there to allege, honey? Yeah. I guess he's a conspiracy theorist too. See, people is not just walking around here with blinders on. And like you all said here in the comment, they're trying to play God. Yeah, they're trying to play God like they are our God. And that they control everything. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, you all. And I also believe, it's like somebody else said, they're trying to kill the planet. Why are they trying to kill the planet with all of this poison? Yeah. Or are they just trying to keep us all sick and in the hospitals or at the doctor's office so some powerful people can make money off of your sickness, pump you up with all of their medications? Yeah, so that they can make some big money. Now, understand that I'm not suicidal. I love my life. I'm not suicidal now. But, I got to tell the truth, and I can't sugarcoat it because too much sugar can make you sick. All right. So what are these people trying to do? Because that seems to be what's happening, especially when you got these Democrats running around here talking about killing up everything. They done killed up over all of these doggone chickens because they say that the chickens had the flu. So they removed the eggs that killed up the chickens. All right. Now we understand, hey, there's something going on with the doggone cows. Where my notes at? President Trump, you all, shuts down the border cattle trade. Yeah, over fear of a parasite called screw worm. That's the name of the parasite. It's a maggot. Okay? Yeah, so now we got a problem with the beef. All right, so we got the chickens, we got the beef, and now you all, what else are they doing? Yeah, they say the cows is farting too much. The cows is farting too much. It's too much gas going up in there. Now, the cow's been farting for a very, very long time. Yeah, and the ones that's doing the complaining about the cows also farts. Yeah, so do we need to get rid of them too? Because they farting too. Yeah. All of this different stuff. For what? Yeah, I think it's to keep us all sick and killing us around here. Yeah. That's what I think. And I'm entitled to my own opinion. Okay? All right. Now, listen, you all, when we come back from break, I'm going to tell you all what Brannon, Comey, and Clapper all have in common. All right? So we'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Chit Chat.
Whether it's being a weekend warrior or spending time with your family, feeling your best is the key to doing the things you love. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nirvanta. It's a natural solution designed to help you stay active and live well naturally. Nirvanta is a topical blend of all natural essential oils like frankincense, myrrh, and a proprietary gold standard plant stock extract. It's perfect for your hands, feet, knees, back, or anywhere else that needs a little extra care. Use Nirvanta proactively as part of your daily maintenance routine, and you're guaranteed you're going to feel the difference. Simply massage Nirvanta in for at least 60 seconds, 2 to 3 times a day to get the best results. And if you're not completely satisfied, you get your money back. No questions asked. There's simply no risk and no reason not to try Nirvanta today. Right now, you get 15% off with code Lindell exclusively at nirvantahealth.com. So stop reaching out for that medicine cabinet. Get Nirvanta instead and experience the difference. Go to nirvantahealth.com. Use code Lindell to get 15% off today. Nirvanta Health. Live well naturally.
Friends, we all know the truth. Big Pharma and the federal bureaucracy have made a mess of healthcare in this country, and boy, that's that's an understatement. President Trump signed an executive order to bring prices down, and that's a great step. But we know that real change takes time. There's one pharmacy that is already stepping up. I want to tell you about All Family Pharmacy. They're not waiting. They're taking action now with a summer sale that gives you the power to take control of your health. Right now, through the end of June, you get 20% off site-wide, no insurance required. Did you hear that? 20% off site-wide, no insurance required. They work with licensed doctors in all 50 states, and they ship fast straight to your door. Whether it's ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, methylene blue, antibiotics, emergency kits, or your daily prescriptions, this is a time to stock up. If you believe in medical freedom, if you're tired of waiting for someone else to fix things, do what I do. Take action. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell and use promo code Lindell20, Lindell 20 for 20% off your entire order. That's allfamilypharmacy.com Lindell. Promo code Lindell20. Let's protect our families, defend our freedom, and make America healthy again together.
You all, I'm sitting here looking at your comments, and I just got to just read just a few of them. Somebody said, they are screwing with Mother Nature, not Chop. Nan Chop 94 said that. Yeah. What you say, Lalika, it's pathetic. Harley Fan 01 said treasonous mofos. Yes. I can't say the other word, okay? Because I'm on LindellTV. All right. Let me see. One of them said that the chickens, David said, the chickens were just another scam. These people are even will spend eternity in the lake of fire. Yeah, and I think they threw them chickens up there in the lake of fire too, because they got rid of them, baby. They got rid of them messing with the chickens. And let me tell you something. It's life in the eggs. That protein, yes, that's in the eggs. It's life in the eggs, you all. And they know it. They know it's stuff in those eggs that we need. All right. Yes, honey. And that's why they want to do away with a lot of our different foods, especially when it comes down to the cows, to the beef, all of that different stuff. Yes, there's certain things that our body needs so that it can continue to function. We get certain nutrients from our animals, our food supply. And they're doing everything they can to poison it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now, let's talk about Brennan, Comey, and Clapper. The Russia host. Y'all remember that? Yeah, the Russia host. President Trump, you all, he was framed. Okay? All right. And it was a host. It was a host to frame President Trump. They wanted to make it look like he was dealing with Russia. Now, I remember when my sister and I reported on this, all of this stuff concerning James Comey. Yeah. We reported on it back in 2017. We started reporting on this right here. And it was around June, July, and August is when they began to censor our page. Slowly but surely, they started censoring our reach. My sister and I reach. Yep. But we told you all they were out to get Trump. Do y'all remember that? We were able to connect the dots using common sense. That's all it took was common sense. Yep. We connected the dots. We called out the peoples, including Obama himself, Barack Hussein Obama. Yeah, we called him right on out. And it's like, these people were like, hold up. How do these young ladies know? How do they know all of this stuff? Look, we have what's called an intuition. It's in our gut. It's our gut intuition. We all got it. A lot of y'all just don't know how to use it, okay? And we knew that something was not right. Something smelled fishy and it wasn't tuna. Something was not right, okay? Yeah. Do y'all remember when we used to say, Comey ain't our homie? Comey ain't our homie. Y'all remember we used to say that? Yeah. We realized what was going on. It was all a setup, and it's so good to see it all coming out now. Yeah. And now you all, the Russia host is under investigation. A new report by the CIA makes clear that its prior leader sought to frame President Donald J. Trump with slanted conclusions in the Russia collusion hoax. Yeah. Attorney Greg Jarrett agreed with current CIA Director John Ratcliffe that political motive, it was all about politics, played a role in the former Director John Brannon's intervention in a 2016 report exploring baseless connections between Trump's campaign and Russia operatives to influence the election. Yeah. So it means, y'all, that this wasn't Putin. It wasn't Putin. It was Obama. It was Obama and his regime. It was Obama and his team. Okay. Ratcliffe last week, you all released a bombshell report claiming that Brennan, former FBI Director James Comey, and other political appointees, all right, went to great lengths, including the discredited Steele dossier. Y'all remember the dossier, the Steele dossier, in their original report about Russiagate. Christopher Steele, okay, he's a former British intelligence officer, was hired by Fusion GPS. Starting to ring a bell? Is it starting to ring a bell? He's an opposition research firm, working for Hillary Rotten Clinton's campaign. Yes, Hillary Rotten Clinton's. I know it's Rotham, but I like to call her rotten because she's rotten to the core. Okay? Yeah. They hired this guy. And this is who he worked with. That means he worked with Hillary Clinton's campaign to investigate rumors of connections between Trump and Russia. Where did the rumors come from? It has been alleged by Trump and allies that much of his unverified intelligence came from Bruce Orr, a former U.S. Justice Department official married to Nellie Orr, who worked for Fusion GPS at the time of the election. This was back in 2016, you all. I remember reporting on it. Me and my sister, we couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe what we was reporting. Yeah. So much stuff so much stuff happened. The dossier was garbage, of course. The FBI largely debunked it before Trump was even sworn in and fired its author, Christopher Steele, for lying as a confidential human source. But the Bureau concealed those inconvenient facts under the then director, James Comey. And deftly exploited the document as a weapon against the newly elected president, who was President Donald J. Trump. And this is according to Jarrett's, this is what he wrote, okay, for Fox News, all right? Brennan, Comey, and former Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, they plotted to smear President Trump with what is surely the dirtiest trick in political history, he adds, y'all. It was so dirty. It was so dirty. They did everything they could to shut Diamond and Silk up because they didn't want the world to know what was going on. Like, how did they know? Who's telling these ladies this? We was able to figure it out because some stuff was not making sense. Now, listen, revelations from Ratcliffe's report included new assertions that Brennan, okay, pushed aside career CIA agents who were doubtful about the connection between Trump and Russia. So if you didn't go along with these folk, with Brennan, if you didn't go along with them, they just push you to the side, put you in the background, is what they did, all right? The report also claims that Brennan isolated, drafts of the report in the CIA, preventing the National Security Council and other intelligence agencies from contributing their own contradictory evidence. You all, this is, they're going to have to get Brandon. The CIA's Deputy Director for Analysts, the CIA's Deputy Director for Analysis warned Brennan in writing, okay, that including the discredit dossier in any capacity jeopardized the credibility of the entire paper. Brennan didn't care. All right. The fiction penned by the ex-British spy conformed to the director's preconceived story that Trump colluded with Russia. This is what Jared goes on to say. All right. He goes on to say that this was Obama, Comey, Clapper, and Brennan deciding, we're going to screw Trump, Ratcliffe concludes in his report. Yes. And it looked like they got screwed because they didn't even win 2016, all right? In 2023, Special Counsel John Durham concluded that no such connection between President Trump's 2016 campaign and Russia assets ever existed, all right? Since leaving office, Brennan has become a national security contributor to what? MSNBC. While Clapper did the same at CNN, Comey has returned to, of course, private legal practice. I would not want him to be my lawyer. Writing books, he was writing books and stuff about his time with the government, okay? None of these men has been prosecuted for their involvement in this alleged scheme. We have to say alleged scheme because, we got to wait for them to finish their investigation, do their indictment, prosecute, so they can lock these bastards right on up, okay? But this is what Jared has said. Jared concluded his op-ed with the hope that the three men would one day stand trial, okay? Unless those who dishonestly weaponized their immense power for political purposes are held accountable, it will happen again and again. The only remedy for lawlessness is justice. All right. He went on to write. Okay. On Tuesday, I believe this was July the 8th, the FBI announced it has launched a criminal investigation into John Brennan, who critics accused of lying to Congress in 2019. He lied. Y'all, I was sitting there watching it all go down. This mother bastard lied. He sure did right there in Congress. When he claimed that the Steele dossier was not in any way used as the basis for the intelligence community assessment. Clapper, who may be investigated as part of the probe, gave nearly identical testimony, according to Jared. I remember it because I remember Sean Hannity interviewing Clapper. Yeah, and he got caught up in a lie. And me and my sister came there and broke that lie right on down. Yes, we surely should. Y'all go back and look at some of them old videos. It's talking about Russia. The FBI also opened up a criminal investigation into James Comey as well, you all. Two sources familiar with the probe described the duo's action as conspiracy, which could open up the door to a wide range of additional investigations and potential criminal charges. Yes. Oh, my God. My Diamond would be so happy right now. Diamond would be so happy right now because we told you. We told you all. The Brennan investigation comes just days after CIA Director Ratcliffe declassified a lesson learned review of the creation of the 2017 Intelligence Community Assessment. All right. Which alleged that Russia interfered in the 2016 presidential election in order to benefit the then candidate, Donald Trump. They also need to investigate these left-wing media folk, the media. They need to investigate the ones that kept pushing this and they need to be investigated too and prosecuted for pushing lies instead of investigating, trying to find the truth. They should have did what Diamond and Silk did. We investigated. We went real deep to connect the dots. Those stool pigeons on a lot of these liberal news stations, all they did was it was like repeat. You told them what to say and they repeated it. Yeah. Anyway, President Trump's first term was largely hamstrung by the investigation, which concluded with Special Counsel Robert Mueller concluding that there was no evidence to support the idea of Russia collusion with the Trump campaign. I remember when it all happened. I remember when it all went right on down. All of the millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars spent investigating something they knew was fake because they the one made it up. Yeah. Yeah. Upon a review of the process behind the the CIA officials determined that it was rushed with procedural anomalies and that it deviated from intelligence standards. It also determined that the decision by agency heads to include the Steele dossier in the ICA ran counter to fundamental tradecraft principles and ultimately undermined the credibility of a key judgment. It undermined the whole system, you all. It undermined all of them. I couldn't trust and didn't believe now one of them, you all. Now, while speaking with Patrick Bat David, John, and I cannot pronounce this name, Kiriakou, Kiriakou, but I'm just going to call him John, okay, because I can pronounce that. Anyway, John recalled what it was like working with Brennan, including the former director's establishment of a daily, what they call a kill list that will be present to be presented to the White House. Talking about Obama's White House, okay? They make, now this is what John said, okay? They make him CIA director, and then he starts just wreaking vengeance on all of his enemies. That's what John said, all right? This is a bad guy. John Brennan is a very bad guy. From day one, he was a bad guy. And so then the interviewer, which is Bat David, followed up, had a follow-up question, all right, asking about Brennan's reputation with the agency and who his leading allies were, all right? And this is John's answer. He said, there was a group, even on the analytics side, there was a group of guys who were, these hard drinking, most of them were single, but the hard drinking, tough spy wannabes, and they gravitated towards John Brennan, okay? And he took good care of a lot of them. This is what this John Kiriakou said, okay? Brennan did so by ensuring those loyal to him would be first in line for a promotion. He got them promoted into the senior services. Like we would get these promotion lists, okay? And I would say, you got to be freaking kidding me. So got promoted to the senior intelligence services. So-and-so got promoted to this particular service. This is what John said, okay? But they were proteges of John's, okay? So he had the people that he could enslave to be up underneath him and do what he wanted them to do. It was totally ridiculous. Now, I want to go ahead on you all because I can keep on and on with this right here. John Brennan, he gonna have to go straight to jail. Yeah. Clapper, he need to go too. I know he old, but he need to go too. Comey, yeah. Comey ain't our homie. He needs to go too. Ain't no doggone good for this country with what they did to President Trump during his first term. And President Trump was able to get a whole lot of stuff done, y'all. He was still able to get a whole lot of stuff done. Even though they dragged President Trump, Don Jr., y'all remember that? They dragged the whole family through the mud with this Russia collusion. But now, we realize now, it wasn't Putin. It was Obama. Okay? Now, real quick, you all, I want to tell you all about a group of liberals, these liberal groups that's being defunded. We've been talking about this a long time. And Obama appointed federal judge delivered President Trump a major legal victory that paves the way for defunding liberal community organizing groups. The decision allows the U.S. Department of Justice to rescind more than $800 million in violence prevention grants intended for left-leaning nonprofits around the country. This is ridiculous. These same evil liberals that is violent, they allocate $800 million to projects called a violence preventive grants. This is crazy. Violence prevention grants. So they allocate money to prevent violence when they were the one being violent. That's how I see it. Many of which benefited from federal funding during the Biden-Harris administration. U.S. District Judge Amit Maha denied a request for the preliminary injunction by 5 organizations set to be stripped of funding. They had stripped them of funding, stripped them of all of their possessions, stripped them, yes, please, seize their property because what they done is wrong. The judge ruled that the termination of more than 360 grants is shameful. So does the judge know that it's shameful? But the judge said he does not have authority to prevent the pause from occurring. Defendants, he said, failed to state a constitutional violation or protection. Now, the DOJ announced in April that it would redirect its community grant programs towards new initiatives, thank God, okay, including more direct support for law enforcement organizations combating organized crime and human trafficking. Funds will be shifted away from community groups, okay, and instead funneled through local governments to serve victims. See, the money, President Trump, he want to do this here for the victims. Yeah. But the Democrats, no, that Jim Crow Joe Biden, no, they want to do all of this here stuff. We're going to prevent it. We're going to use it to prevent it. But they the one that was violent, okay? Democracy Forward Foundation and Perry Law filed suit, arguing that the decision to rescind the grants did not follow due process, lacked clarity, and violated the separation of powers clause that gives Congress the authority to appropriate funds. Both organizations and other claims that the laws of funding triggered layoffs and the shuttering of critical programs. Look, lay these people off. They ain't doing nothing for American citizens, huh? And they use these different organizations, these charity organizations, to funnel and launder money, American tax dollars. No, we want our money back, and we want it back with interest. Okay? All right? Attorneys for the DOJ argued in court that the plaintiffs had no legal basis for the court to order the DOJ to restore lawfully terminated grants and keep paying for programs that the executive branch views as inconsistent with the interests of the United States. Boom. President Trump say, hell to the no. We not going to have no money going from here to there for all of these different grants. $800 million going for all of these liberal programs and these liberals, these liberal groups. To do what? Huh? Yeah, that's just like all this money being allocated down there, especially in California, for the homeless. And more people is homeless now than before the money got there to California. What they doing with the money? Yeah, they love setting up all these charities, all of these organizations, you all. They love setting it up so they can take and swindle and funnel and launder money. I'm so grateful that President Trump have said no, that his team have said no. Let's claw that money back. Claw it right on back, yeah, and give it to the people. That's what you do. Claw it back and give it right on to the people. Because these people haven't been doing, they don't have nothing to show for it but poverty. Straight up poverty. That's all it's done. It ain't benefit the American people. And they just take and funnel it and give it to illegal aliens to fund what they call their newcomers. This is ridiculous. So as more fraud coming you all down the pipeline, as it keep on coming, guess what? I'm going to keep on reporting on it. All right, I'm going to keep educating and telling you all how it's going and how it's all going down. Continue to claw all money back from all of these different grants, all of these different organizations. And I told you all about Planned Parenthood, which is nothing but a charity. Why is it getting funded with federal money, with American tax dollars? How is these nonprofit organizations being funded with federal money? Ooh, you just started something else, girl. I'm going to have to calm myself right on down because I just started something else. Yeah. Our American tax dollars is being used to fund all of these nonprofit organizations, these liberal nonprofit organizations, these NGOs. It's a damn disgrace. It surely is. Now listen, Don't forget every day, you are at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We stop what we are doing and we pray. I pray for you. You pray for me. We pray for each other. Pray for Silk. Pray for me now. Pray for me. And pray for President Donald J. Trump, his family. And pray for God to heal this here land. All right. So in the meantime, and in between time, I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye.